Hi, Greg Griffiths here from Ivanhoe Cycles, and this is a 2018 Giant TCR Advanced 1. The Advanced 1 is a composite framed bike. Second top in Giant's range of carbon bikes, has a carbon frame, carbon fork and carbon seat post. So all these items are weight saving but also shock absorbing. So carbon fibre as a material absorbs road vibration, so a bike like this has a very smooth ride. Also assisting with that is the fact that it's got tubeless tyres, so there's no tube involved. It means you can run slightly lower pressure, so it also aids rider comfort. The tubeless valve here is screwed into the rim, and the tubeless tyre obviously fitted on and inflated, so it's just like tubeless tyres that have been on cars for many years, now available on bicycles. Another feature similar to cars or motorbikes is the fact that it has hydraulic disc brakes. Not a real common feature on road bikes at this stage, but increasing year by year. So hydraulic disc brakes, fantastic for stopping, also require very little lever pressure, so you can stop confidently and competently without having to be really strong in the hands, because there's no cable friction or no caliper friction. There's not much effort required to brake safely. This bike is the new Shimano Ultegra 8000 group set, so it's a 22-speed gear system, 2 cogs at the front, 11 at the rear, so 2x11 gives you your 22. And with the Shimano STI lever, which pushes sideways to change gears. The large lever changes up and the small lever changes down. And this slightly larger housing is because there's also the hydraulic reservoir is within here, so it's slightly bigger than an older lever that you might have noticed in the past. So braking and gear shifting is all from the one mechanism. The right hand side gear lever is for the rear gears. As I mentioned, each click of the gear lever is a gear change, so it's very precise and works very easily. Large lever changes up, small lever changes down. And likewise for the front, the large lever changes to the large chainring and the small lever to the small, so works very well. The braking is fantastic as well. This is a racing bike, but the gearing that is installed on the bike means it's more for recreational road bike riding. So keen riders who might be down Beach Road on the weekends, or ride Amy's Grand Fondo or around the bay in a day, these type of rides without actually pinning a number on and going to race, because the chainring's a 50 tooth and a 34, whereas a racing bike would have a 52 or a 53 large chainring. So the high gears are not as high as a bike that's intended for strictly road racing all the time, but it's a more general use road bike that's really light and fun to ride. Very sharp handling. It's like a sports car if you compare it to motor vehicles, so it has tight angles. It's made for performance, so both in acceleration and in cornering and braking. So it's a fun bike to ride. It's fast. Whatever you're capable of, this bike should be able to live up to that. As mentioned, it's a carbon fibre seat post, so the seat height adjustment is just via this 4mm bolt here. Just undo or loosen that, the wedge becomes loose and the seat can adjust up and down. When you determine the right height, just put the cover back over just to keep it clean and weather tight. So as with all Giant frames, this frame has a lifetime guarantee, so for as long as you own it, it's guaranteed. And the Shimano components have a 2-year guarantee. And at Ivanhoe Cycles we do free servicing for 1 year, so it's well backed up by everyone involved. So if you're in the market for a road bike, especially something mid-range with Ultegra, it's a really nice bike. Disc brakes being, the most modern feature on road bikes, and really well equipped. Come and have a look.